Hello, beautiful people. Jimmy. So, once I find the typing practice for the programmer, we can start. Scala. What? Map. That. Oh my god, there was something. Cool. So almost to the 5 minute I'm curious about the result. 6%! Whoa! That's awesome. Hmm. That's pretty good. That's pretty good in my book. 34, yeah, it's hard to say, you know, like different characters, some of them are more like difficult, some sequences, so yeah, but above 30 for me is good. Above 30 for me is good, so satisfied. And we had the job, not this one, boom, the job, the Java. And I was doing the access modifiers, modifier types. Is that Java access and non-access modifiers? Ah, okay. Okay, let's go in here. And we have the static public things, and now I want us to create. So here, can I access those things? So I'll take this, and in here, this is see, I cannot access the private thing in here, which is not. I can still cannot access the private, and if I'm different class, this is not this is extending. So there's more things. Println is not here. Oh, because I don't have the public static void main method in here. No. Okay. So I cannot default because I'm in different package. I can do the protected because it extends the one, and in here yeah, I can access only the public one. And I think that would be the most quick way to demonstrate this. And so those are the access modifiers, and then we have the non-access modifiers. And to my knowledge, to my knowledge, to my knowledge, non-access modifiers. So we have a static, which we already used. We have a final. And what else? Do we have something else? Not sure. Let's see. Okay, so I think those two are it. And it goes like this. So when you have a, let's do public static, that means it is a it is a a class variable tied to the class, not to the instance. And when we do final, it means it is a constant. So constant final, and now is type string constant equals hello beautiful people. And when we will try to modify it, like for example, if we have used what main method, we will fail miserably. So first I will try to just why do I not have? Oh, because I did not make it. So I will make static and I will call it constant. This one should work. Oh yeah, there will be like a lot of errors in there and somewhere else. Let's say, so I'll comment that one out. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Okay. And now I can run it. I hope. Hello, beautiful people. So that's cool. And let's see what happens if I try to assign to value to it. So I will do constant equal something else. And now you see it's underlined. And it even says in here, cannot assign value to final variable constant. Hey, here we go. And yeah, let's do final. So those modifiers, I believe we can do even on the local variables. So let's do final. What was the final string final string equals final string because I run out of the inspiration. So, and when I try to assign a value, we got the same. And it says, cannot assign the final variable, final string. Yeah, and it says in here, cannot assign the final variable. Okay, so that is that. Let's see what the tutorial says. So we have a Java modifier. In the definition of class, method, or variable. So we did variables, but all goes for the methods as well. So you have a public, private, static, final, protected, final, static, final, and okay. So access. So this is visible to the package. The default, no modifiers are needed. Visible to the class only, that is private. Visible to the world, that's public, and visible to the package and all subclasses. So this is protected. Okay, so we have a non-access modifier. So we have a static, we have a final, and there is the abstract and the synchronized, which we did not went over. So the abstract is for creation of classes. And we will have abstract class ABS class, yeah, like so. And here we will declare everything in here, I believe, can be abstract only. So we will try Isn't it like the topic of the next thing? Basic operator strings, arise, they're object-oriented, abstraction. I think it's in here. So we will leave it for later. And we will claim that we are done. So it was abstract and then it was synchronized. So those two things, but this is not for class. Okay, done better than perfect, and we can go forward, as we always like to do. Java. So the next is JavaScript. Okay, open recent JavaScript. Hide this window.
1990. Ah, spaghetti. Ah, ravioli.
Hi Mario.
Ah, mamma mia.
Snoring is incredibly loud. Okay, so we did the data types, which we could go over. So we have waddlet and then are the three types, right? So that would be the number, the string, the boolean, and then we have the objects, the reference variable. Okay, so we can move forward, and forward move we do, and that will be the next thing. So let's do directory. It is the number 13, and I don't know what it is. And it's definitely not this, but I will have a look and try to find the JavaScript tutorial. Here we go. And the previous one was the data types. So we will have a look at functions. Okay, that should be okay. Functions. Okay, we'll create a HTML file with the name functions, the same title. Yeah, because just because. Okay, and close this, and we can have a talk about the functions. So I will create a script. The function is created with a keyword function. Then I can have a name for it, like a name. Then if we have here something, here will be input parameters. So let's say ID, that will be our input parameter. And we can, sorry, and we can invoke it from somewhere. So let's create a button. On click, we will call a name function with 1, 2, 3, why not? And that will be it. And this will be calling a function a name. With a name, yeah. So we can have a look how it appears, and when we click it right now, our function will do nothing. For that purpose, we will create the h1 element, and this will be in the beginning. In the beginning. Did I misspell it? Probably. Beginning typo change to begin. N. Missing N in here. Okay. Beginning. Okay, so now it will look like this. And we will give it ID of 1, 2, 3. And let's let our function let do something, and that will be changing the text in here. So we can do document get element by ID 1, 2, 3, set inner text, and this would be equal to what shall we do? Changed from function. Yay. Okay. Reload. Change for function. It works. So this is a method. It could be reused on multiple places. So let's do this, but this will be not button. This will be label, for example. And when I click it, it does the thing. Looks weird, but it works. Okay. And there is another way how to define functions now, that is using the arrow. And here we can do var lambda function equals, and then we will have ID like so, and then we use something which someone calls a fed arrow. I will borrow this, move it in here, and we will change from lambda function, and we will create a button to do so. Break a line, and our button on click will call the lambda function with the ID of 1, 2, 3, and call lambda function. Okay, we can reload, and now when I click it, change from lambda function. Yes, see? So I don't know if I can use the let in here and it will still work, so we will have a look. Call lambda function, it works. That is great, and we can even use the const, I believe. Bam, and that works. So that is all there is to the functions, I believe. So let's see if I'm mistaken. Yeah, so I need the functions, so that's in here. So here's an example of it. So we did that. There's a JavaScript function syntax. So these are about the parameters. They are separated with comma. I did not do that, but hey. Function invocation, you say its name, and then the parentheses we did. The function return. Okay, we do not cover that, but it can return some value. Why functions? You can reuse code, sure, many times. So on, okay. And oh, here is like this one is nifty. The operator, this invokes the function. Functions used as variable. We did that as well. Local variables. Variables declared within JavaScript. A JavaScript function become local to the function. That is also important to know. And they did not cover the lambda. Okay, so we have 5 minutes to go. now. So it is fun time, and the fun time is execute program. Yeah. So here we go. And okay, maybe I should go and give a try to TypeScript since that will earn me some money, maybe. So let some number na plus thing equals some. Okay, so will be anything. No, some number. Okay, so it would. Okay, so some. This would be 2, and this would be some error, right? Maybe not a number. So let n be number 1 plus 1, and let s be string equal to n, so it will be 2, or maybe like so. Good 2. What the hell? Okay, so maybe like this. No. Oh no. Okay. Basic types. Let n number 2 static letter n as a number with the value 2. Let's go. This course covers the TypeScript programming language. You don't need any previous experience with statically typed languages. This is the basic types lesson. You've already seen this lesson before, but you had trouble with some of its reviews. Here's a refresher. Okay, let's do it. Variables in TypeScript have types. Comes after a colon. So this is 2. Let anything string anything, so anything will be anything. Anything. Okay, so maybe like this. Oh, so it's in single quotes. The examples above compiled successfully because the types were correct. We said that the sum was a number, then we assigned a number to it. We said that anything was a string, then we assigned it a string to it. When the compiler accepts program types, we say it type checks. Okay. The compiler forces us to use types correctly. If you use them incorrectly, it's a type error and the program won't compile. In this course, we'll often encounter type errors. When that happens, you'll write type error. Oh, type error. Okay. In double quote. Without the double quotes? Okay, without the double quotes. Type error. Without the double quotes, the code below tries to assign a string to a number. That doesn't make a sense. So it type errors. Write type error in the box. Type error. Okay. It will do that, but just type that. I remember now. Types always have to match. Every variable has a type. Every value we assign must match the variable's type. Let be boolean true or false. True or false is true. Boolean, so type error. Typo. We can assign variable of one type to a variable of another type. That causes a type error. Okay. A number, so this is 2. And this is the type error. Right? Number. N is number. And then we try to assign it a string. And I finish. Okay. Let's write some code. And we will be passing the tests. Write a function whose body doesn't type check. Oh, for the Christ. That was the thing where I was stuck and I was not able to proceed. Write a function whose body doesn't type check. It doesn't need to take any arguments. I don't know what to do in here. Really? What should I... What should I do here? Write a function whose body doesn't type check. Okay, I don't know. So, var I number, so return string, and we return turn 1, we return I. That was it. Okay. 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 So we will finish the quiz. That was it. You can choose your next lesson. There's no wrong answer. So let's do the first one. This is the functions lesson. And maybe we can do the full screen in here. Can we? Like so. Oh, we can. Cool. So this is the functions lesson. A function takes arguments which have a types. Then the function returns something which also has a type. The types are marked with colon as they were for simple variables. There's a function, takes a number, returns a number, and double2 returns 4. Function takes number, so this will be type error. Takes number, outputs add +1, add 1, so this will be 3. Function add 1, so this will be type error, or cannot number and true, we cannot add. The example above shows us the main reason that TypeScript exists. Well, probably never want to add true to a number. However, in JavaScript, 1 plus true gives 2. We might not notice that kind of bug. It might make it all the way to production. Horrible, horrible thing. In TypeScript, that same 1 plus true is a type error. This doesn't mean that 1 plus true throws an error at runtime. Rather, 1 plus true isn't a legal TypeScript program at all. It can never even begin executing. There's an easy way to see this. A function can cause a type error even if it's never called. So n plus true, so this will be the type error. Yep, arrow functions work in basically the same way as normal functions. The function below is like the JavaScript function const add 1 equals to n returns n plus 1. Okay, continue. Const add 1, and here's the definition, and so this will be free. And here we have n plus true, so that is type error. Cannot be applied to number untrue. Yep. Pluralize. Okay, let's pluralize. Let's write some. We are passing the errors. Write a function that makes words plural by adding s. Remember that plus joins two strings. Okay, so you can do, and we have a word which will be string, and we will return string, and we will return word plus s, like so. Run. Ta-da! Okay, so we got that one right. Add or subtract. Let's go. So we will passing the tests. Write a function that adds or subtracts 1 from a number. Argument 1 is the number, argument 2 is a boolean. When it's true, add, otherwise subtract. Okay, add or subtract. So the first one was a number. And will be, can I do number and then boolean, probably not. Run, and it got undefined. Oh, maybe I can do that. That's interesting. So if, wow, that is confusing. What's this one will be n, and the other one will be b, and we will return number. So here if b, we will do something else, we will do something else. So if b, so what should we do? When it's true, add. When it's true, add, so it will return n plus 1, else return n minus 1. Run. Ta-da! Go. Good, good, good. Goal and good and cool. A ghoul. Okay. So it will be. Let's do the operators, shall we? Operators like plus and star can only be used to types that make sense. For example, we can add numbers with plus and multiply with star. We can also use plus to concatenate strings. However, we can't use star on strings. That's type error. Okay, so that is true. And that is type error. Oh, I was, yeah, diligence. Diligence. So this is 11 in string. Thank you. This is type error. This is type error as well. In JavaScript, string a is not a number. If that happens in real system, it's almost certainly a bug. TypeScript makes this type of bug nearly impossible. We also can't pass mixed types to operators if they don't make sense, okay? So it's this type error as well. However, the TypeScript will still allow some questionable combinations. For example, 1 plus this gives 11 in JavaScript. So this will be